Hello there, welcome to a brand new episode of OMALIVING show. Now, this interview is in partnership with Play TV as regards the Expose 2018. With the general elections around the corner, we have come to see the need to create more awareness, sensitization, and get to have many youths involved in electoral processes. And during the course of this event, which is going to actually be a 2 to 3 days symposium on why the youth should be involved in politics, why they should be voted for, and why they should vote, we are going to be talking to very important individuals who are either youths, youth-friendly, or very impactful people. Today, I have the great honor and rare privilege of talking to a multiple award-winning TV talk show host, humanitarian, and an influential role model to the youths, in the person of Osasu Igbinedion. She will join us shortly after the break. Welcome back. So on this interview, we have an outstanding youth, someone who's done a lot to make impact. She lives a very purposeful life. On the show, we have Osasu Igbinedion.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I am so overwhelmed, honestly.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you in person.
Thank you.
So we're just going to be asking you a few questions. We want the youths out there to be inspired by you. A lot of them see you as role models. This is my first time of actually sitting close range with you, but before now, I've spoken to a lot of people. They tell me, you should meet her, you should do this with her, she's really this, she's really that. So I want to hear from the horse's mouth, even though you're not a horse. Who is Osasu Igbinedion?
Well, who is Osasu Igbinedion? Everyone always, when that question is always posed to me, the first thing I say is it should be a very easy question, but it's very complex and very dynamic, because I have obviously my personal life and my work or my business life, which everyone knows.
Yeah.
But anyways, who am I in summary? I am a daughter, a sister, a friend, an auntie, which is the most biggest accomplishment in my life, because I love my nieces and nephews so much. But basically, I'm a woman who is after God's heart. I'm a Christian, and I personally believe that my purpose in life is to reach out to those who are not as privileged and make a difference in their lives. So that's a summary of who I am. I love to work. I believe that everything I do has to have meaning.
True.
It has to have impact. So anything I set out to do, I ensure that I give it my 100%.
So that's to say you are very deliberate, intentional about the things you do.
Definitely. Anything that has an attachment to my name, the Osasu Show, the Osasu Show Foundation, TOS TV Network, it's all purposeful. It's all because I believe I can make impact through it. So I don't jump into things just to do them. I didn't start the Osasu Show just because I wanted to be on TV. But I did it because I believe that I could give a voice to the voiceless. I could bridge the gap between the masses and their between the electorates and their leaders. So that's why that came about. And the foundation, I believe that I could touch more lives by setting up an NGO which is dedicated to providing quality education to children who are not as privileged to attain one, and also give women startup capital to begin small to medium scale businesses.
Wow, that's enormous. Yeah. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Now we have a project tagged the Expose 2018, and in summary, it's just about youths getting involved in electoral processes. We all know about the Not Too Young to Run, which you were very much actively part of. So what do you have to say about the youths and their laid back attitude towards elections, and the ones that want to even take part, engaging in thuggery and all sorts, being used by, the big fishes, like we call them, to achieve their aim, and not knowing that they also should have a stake in what the process should be and the outcome?
Well, the Not Too Young to Run bill, which is now the Not Too Young to Run law, thanks to the bright minds like Samson Itodu, Tony Nwolu, and a bunch of other young people who came together, had the vision to change the dynamic of politics forever. The Not Too Young to Run bill has changed the political landscape in the sense that now young people don't only aspire to vote, but to be voted for, right? A lot of young people have come to me, I want to be in my state house of assembly, I want to be in the House of Representatives. And this gives me a lot of joy because the voter apathy amongst young people will drastically reduce. Sure. Because now you're not just going to be used as political thugs, you're actually going to go out there and participate and exercise the full rights and full length of our democracy. So it's something that's very exciting, and I believe that more young people have to come out. A lot of people paint politics as this very dirty game.
Yes.
I don't want to get involved, I don't want to get my hands dirty.
True.
But the reality is that politics is everywhere.
True.
Politics
Even
is in
business,
church, politics is
workplace.
in business, politics is in everywhere you go. So if you truly want to make a difference, you have to get involved. You know, a lot of people think getting involved just means vying for a position of power. No. You can vote, you can campaign for people, you know, you can send messages out there. Like what I do, I'm a media entrepreneur, I'm not a politician. But I give people a voice to come and tell me what their blueprint plan is for their constituents. So it's very exciting, and I believe we need to take advantage of this law that has been passed by, or sent it to by Mr. President. I think this isn't another law that should just be on the
in principle.
Exactly, you know, it has to be implemented, and we have to take advantage because the young people who champion this did such a fantastic, phenomenal job. It's been 2 years now, and it's finally been assented to, and I believe that we must take full advantage of it so it doesn't go to waste.
Okay, another problem is, like, I talk to most of my peers, people who also see me like some role model, and you try to encourage them to, you know, join a party, get your PVC, and they tell you, my vote is not going to count. What do you have to say about that?
It's quite sad because it's both true and untrue, right? So elections everywhere marred by rigging. But in Nigeria, we find it particularly to be true because our system isn't as transparent as it should
the Western
be.
World,
However, what difference can you make if you do not exercise your democratic right? Right? It's better to try and fail.
Yes, than not to try at all.
Exactly.
I mean, when you don't try, you don't even have the moral justification to complain because you didn't even take part in the first place. Yeah. It was nice talking to you, Osasu, not to take all of your time. Thank you very much for lending your voice.
You're most welcome.
Nacho. You know as it go now. This is the OMALIVING show. Keep watching the OMALIVING show. Wherever you see it, wherever you hear it, you understand? Anywhere you go, it's the OMALIVING show. So keep watching it. You know as it go. Rico Suave, Nacho.
Wow. Very snappy one with Osasu Igbinedion. You've heard her. She is a youth and she is a very active one at that. We have no reason whatsoever not to be involved in the electoral process of our fatherland. I mean, it's not enough to complain. And again, if you are not part of this process, you have no moral justification. You have no justification whatsoever to even complain. It's the Expose 2018, brought to you by OMALIVING Show and Play TV Network. Stay tuned.